down three. Should the Bulls foul? No. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
Finds Rose. Rose trying to get open, fires away. Bang! It's over! The Bulls win at the buzzer!
This is about America first. This is about putting our country first. It's about showing people that we're not going to be listening to stupid people anymore.
Took these big artist balls.
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions. Time! A new era of American greatness is going to begin.
You play to win the game.
Cleveland! This is for you!
For my endorsement. I could have said, Mitt, drop to your knees. He would have dropped his knees. He was begging.
He wants.
The Yankees are champions of baseball!
Allen, his three-pointer, bang!
Man, sit your ass down.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It is your boy David with the Right Podcast crew. I'm here with Tyler again, Jacob again. Yeah. What is up, fam?
Yeah, what is good?
Best day of my life.
Episode 6.
This one's going to be a good one.
It's going to be hard to think of another title for because last episode, episode 5, it was, I think it was Stay Inside.
I already got the title. Tom Brady to the Bucks.
Tom Brady to the Bucks.
We called it.
We called it. That's a good one. We called it.
Hey, there you go. That's a good title.
Actually, maybe speak it into existence.
Yeah.
Because we've been preaching since January that Tom Brady was going to the Bucks.
Do like speaking into existence TB12 to TB.
There we go.
Word magic, if you will. You speak it, it happens.
And it's just crazy because we have a lot of we don't have a lot of topics to go over today. Just it's cool because today we just got accepted into Buzzsprout's special package they have. Yeah. Since all the schools and everything's shutting down due to the coronavirus. Mm-hmm. They offered a plan where if you are if you give news about education or about the coronavirus or news updates, politics, you can apply for this program where you get unlimited amount of hours. Basically, I mean, it's not unlimited, but basically kind of is. It's 100 hours.
Yeah, that's more than enough time. That's
so we're gonna start pumping out episodes left and right.
Yeah, I mean, with that time, you could post literally 100. Podcasts, and that would take months.
I mean, we might not go every day because there's not enough.
His topics are only so many things. Yeah,
right. There's only so many things you can talk about within a week.
Yeah. I think football is carrying the topics for right now. With all
feel like right
everything
now,
moving around and stuff.
Yeah,
because I mean, there's small political things, but like outside of like the one or two topics that we have lined up, it's mostly sports today.
Coronavirus and football free agency talk.
Yeah, I mean, in this time we all should be banding together anyway. We're as one country, one race, band together. Let's all practice social distancing. Even though Florida is oddly enough on the news because there's millions of people at the beach, so we're not practicing good health hygiene.
Clearly,
we should practice that because again, I was looking on Twitter and I saw the meme of Clearwater Beach being recorded, and they're like, oh, well, I guess people, they're not following social distancing, so this is the reason why. And then, you see celebrities comment underneath it like, this is idiotic people. No, people don't buy into the bullshit. But let's stop there because we're getting into topics now again. Let's just quickly go over and recap what we're going to be going over. Mm-hmm. Also, wanted to implement the $5 raffle. Through the GoFundMe page, we have the $5 raffle. What you do is you go, you comment, you leave a description of anything you want to say, and then you post your $5. Okay, and after that, we'll put you in a raffle system, and then at the end of the week, we'll announce a winner, and you can either win merch from us or you could win a gift card. Pretty simple. Would you like a Subway gift card?
Oh shit! Hell yeah, dude! Subway's delicious.
Would you like a Right Podcast T-shirt merch?
Yeah, I'd rock it.
All right, well, let's see.
We got flex on them, bro.
Sounds about right to me.
We have some good ideas though for merch, and if if you are a lucky winner, the first winner, you might get an exclusive T-shirt that might not be worn by others besides us, with the podcast crew. But you might have an exclusive shirt, yourself. But let's get into the topics real quick. So today's topics are, we're going to give you an update on the coronavirus and what's going on, the usual, because that's all our life is right now. And then we're going to talk about Trump's bipartisan bills to help out the American people. We're going to talk about, in sports, Tom Brady, where the other QBs have gone. We're going to talk about UFC, that just backed out of this week's fight card, I believe. We're going to go over, again, we're going to repeat our clown awards and our gold medal awards, because those are funny as shit. And I think that's kind of relevant to the situation. You have some new nerd shit, don't you?
I got some new nerd shit for you guys.
Okay.
Stay tuned for that.
So we have some new nerd shit. We had no fan questions for today, and then we go on with our promos. So let's enter the abyss of politics. Kind of short today. Keep it simple. Let's go over the Trump bipartisan. So Trump has been asking, Democrats to drop the "I hate you, you hate me, let's fight and make a mockery." That rhymed, by the way. That was intended.
Bars. Mixtape coming out soon.
2043.
My hot mixtape.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, seriously though, he asked that Democrats to stop the charade and let's work together in building a bill for the American people, because there's a lot of people going to be suffering in the next few weeks, next few months, and it's going to be hard to recover. And he knows that if he doesn't act accordingly, that this is potentially his race to lose. He's already winning in a lot of polls. If they're fake or not, we don't know. But the polls that I've seen that are true, he's leading by a few, within the 10% range. But he knows that if he doesn't act accordingly and he doesn't take the proper steps with the whole coronavirus, that he may lose the race. And so they came out with a bill. Do you know what's on the bill? Do you guys keep up on the bill?
I've seen about that. I saw on Facebook actually that there's a bill being let out that there might be a suspension on utility, mortgage, and rent bills for the American people. That's what I've seen around, but I haven't really looked into that, and I don't know how true it is that. But I think that would be of great help to the American people.
And it's so crazy because you know how CNN hates Trump, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, there's a video out today. I think of the main woman that runs CNN. She's like the host of it, and she was saying how great Trump's been doing with the caring of like the people and like trying to work together to build a bill. And people are like shocked that she actually said it, because she was actually like one of the people that hate Trump and was always like, oh, Trump's a devil and Trump's a fascist and he's racist and this and that. But she did come out today and she did say he's been doing a great job with it. And then CNN posted this, that the Trump administration's proposal to inject $850 billion into the economy as the coronavirus pandemic becomes increasingly dire and is facing resistance from Senate Democrats who are instead pushing their own alternative plan for relief. So Trump's asking them to stop pushing their plan and let's work together and like fuse their plans together, what they want and what we want. Yeah. The thing of the Democrats is the Democrats want to make their own plan and say that we did it and Trump didn't do anything about it. Instead of working together.
Yeah,
and that's CNN posting. CNN's posting that. So you know that that's what's really going on, because CNN is strictly Democrat, strictly liberal. So I think that we need to definitely fix that. But I also was listening to I think the National Treasury that is on his board, and they were talking about giving Americans at least $1,000 or more in a bill coming out. Like Trump approved it last night, but it has to go through. They're going to talk about it through the House. The House already passed it per se, voice, not like actually signing off and saying that they did
by
it.
Voice, it seems like it's going to pass.
But through the Senate, they have to go through it tonight or tomorrow. But it's looking like it will get passed, and I think they said it's $88 trillion, and $300 trillion. And it's going to be $1,000 or more to every taxpayer in America. So if you did your taxes, you're going to get a check in the next few weeks or in the next couple of months of $1,000 or more. I'm hoping it's more than $1,000, because frankly, you can make $1,000 within a month. That's 1 month's worth of living. So, or in some cases, it's really not. It's maybe one person's rent for the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, if it's more, it could be like $3,000 for all we know.
I'd take $1,000 smack on the nose. I don't
Well,
care.
I mean, us for our young ages, we kind of like would accept $1,000. We would go and like just
that'd
save
be
it.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would save it. But like for like our mothers and our older
Yeah.
people who are working who bust their ass.
And have kids. And
Yeah, $1,000 is not a lot.
No, it goes quick. Yeah.
I think that there should be like a stimulus package where like they're gonna go through your taxes obviously and see how many kids you have in the home. If they see you have a single mother, they can see your mother and father working, okay, and you have 3 kids that are in college, you may need some money.
Yeah.
Or if you have kids that are in pre-K and you're working to pay their daycare, now they're home and now you can't work, you need double the food.
Daycare is really expensive.
You've seen it, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy expensive. So yeah, we can kind of scroll through the Twitter feed. We can kind of implement this now because now we bring in the tweet of the day. Tweet of the day. So Jacob, he sent me a picture. Let me pull it up.
I thought this was hilarious.
Let me pull this up. Okay, so it's just loading real quick. Okay, it says, last night Corona led me down a YouTube rabbit hole and I'm watching a video of an Australian cheesemaker making Parmesan. He starts his videos by saying, "Good day, curd nerds," and all the comments are Italian telling him to go fuck himself. And then he tagged the YouTuber below in the comment.
I thought it was funny because everyone's had that. It's like 4 a.m. and you don't even know what you're watching anymore on YouTube. You're just clicking videos at this point.
Yes.
We've all had that night.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there just thinking like, I've been there like this. It's just a relatable tweet. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, we tend to go down the rabbit hole on a lot of things when we're laying in bed unconscious at night. I sometimes will watch like a podcast. Like I watch Joe Rogan's podcast at night. Sometimes they're like 3 hours long. And I usually skip them a little bit, and then once that ends, I hop into another one, and then I hop into another 15-minute podcast or another 20-minute podcast of like clips, and they're talking about things. I love conspiracy theories. Let me tell you, they are the best to watch at night.
They're very interesting, and they definitely make you think.
Yeah, definitely.
And now we're moving so perfectly because I have another post that I wanted to bring up because there's another conspiracy theory and it's pretty fucking cool. So again, this involves the coronavirus, nothing new. Okay.
So many conspiracies around this right now.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that after because I have my own conspiracy theory. But here, let me bring it up. Okay, so it says. Now here is an interesting conspiracy theory if you want to know. Impact of the coronavirus on stock exchanges worldwide within 1 month. So all the countries, U.S., England, Canada, Brazil, South America, Africa, New England, Norway, I think I don't even know some of these flags. But they're all down negative 20%. Range from negative 26% all the way down to negative 17%. But today, we checked it, and China is actually up 3%. How funny is that? So it goes into the next topic. And it goes, China, the creator of the pandemic, has miraculously recovered and has almost no more cases of coronavirus. The world is now beginning to feel the effects of the panic about the disease. Who recovered first? China itself. It seems to be that the virus was a move by the Chinese government. In response to the loss of the trade war with the United States, the goal to throw the world into a recession, and it's a scenario not clear. They are already growing. China bought almost everything that it's devalued on the stock exchanges around the world. With that, Chinese became owners of the global companies that are in China without the money leaving China. How scary is that?
I mean,
wild.
So, like, if that's true, fuck China?
I mean, any conspiracy realistically could be true, but...
So, on the Instagram, could we get a fuck China 2020?
Fuck China 2020. Jesus Christ. Who win? I never thought I'd hear that.
I'm definitely trying to post way more stuff on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I started it today. If you go on there, it's up to 6 posts now. I posted 4 things today. Most of it's sports right now because I was just at work going through stuff, and I see this, and I wanted to post it. Mm-hmm. I have you guys sending me It could be nerd stuff,
Yeah.
politics, general news.
Yep.
I just want to expand the page, and with Instagram's algorithm, I guess that's the word you would use, those hashtags, they make a difference.
Yep.
So I was going crazy with the hashtags on the posts that I'm putting up, because someone searches the hashtag and looks at the hashtag by what's recently posted, and
Yep.
they see it, and they're like, click on it, and they read it. So I'm captioning it in ways that makes people maybe want to respond, and I've already gotten some comments on some of the pictures from people I've never heard of before.
Yep.
And then so I get those comments, I'm commenting back to people liking it, gaining followers, people you never even know, and then they go click on the podcast link, because I have the Spotify links in there.
Right.
I need to put all the other links in there. I need to put the YouTube and the iTunes and the GoFundMe page on there.
Yeah, and what's pretty cool is you're doing a great job. I want to let you know that you're killing it, because you're touching an avenue that I didn't think that would be possible with our day and age, and I'm slowly finding out that Facebook's a piece of shit.
Yeah, there's so many regulations on it.
I wanna touch, because I have a lot of old people. I have an old audience that I know is listening and watching, and through my parents, they know a lot of people. And I know I can touch those older Republicans, and that's what I want to touch on a little bit. That sounds wrong.
Sounded very. That's terrible.
Let's retract that statement. I want to
Redacted.
like CNN. Anyway,
Redacted.
no, I want to hit that base of ages, because I know that there's a lot of older Republicans out there, and there's not that many conservatives that are our age, and I think you guys aren't. I wouldn't say you guys are both conservatives. You guys are open mind thinkers, and you're more like independent, maybe, but you lean more right than you do left.
Yeah, like I remember when I first registered to vote, and I was like, I'm not sure what to choose, because like I do have right ideas, but I also do have left ideas.
But that's just a natural occurrence of you being young, because you always tend to go teeter-totter both sides.
Yeah, so
and
then
then as you get older,
like, you know what, fuck it, independent. There we go.
I was gonna say that, 'cause like a lot of teenagers always, they don't want to commit to something.
Yeah,
because like you really never know. Like,
because typically
at
like,
18, you're not fully developed in
Right.
what you believe in anything.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, things change from when you're 18 to when you're 25 drastically.
Right.
So I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm independent. I don't think I picked one, but like, if it was like a must choose, I would go right.
And and you see, the thing is, like, Republicans, they're not really in support of marijuana, but left is. See, and that's why I consider myself a right-leaning Republican, but again, I have some Democratic, sided, things that I touch on, which is marijuana. Marijuana, all the Democrats are pushing for marijuana to be legal, and then there's some Republicans that are like, yeah, it could be legal in a sense, but we have to tax it and this and that, and I don't want to get into being taxed, because then again, we go into a whole
upcharge
crazy expensive.
So again, that's like just one of the topics that I want to bring up.
That could go on forever.
Yeah. But no, let's get back into the social media part, because you're doing a great job on that, and I think you're hitting the right people and you're doing the right things. Mm-hmm. And I also wanted to let you guys know, I didn't tell you, I told you that we just got accepted into the TuneIn app. So like it's mainly a lot of like news, like mainly news stuff. So like if you're in the car and you listen to 99.9 FM, and it's conservative talk per se, and you go to work and your car, like let's say you're a custodian and you're driving down in a golf cart and you have no radio. Well, you can just pull your phone out and go to the TuneIn app or the Alexa app through your Alexa, and say, "Hey Alexa, play the right podcast on TuneIn app," and it'll go into the TuneIn app and it'll play your podcast from episode 1 up until on.
Oh, okay.
So we just got approved on that.
Oh, bet.
And we're gonna be it's already publishing episodes. It's doing it for me. That's why I love Buzzsprout. So Buzzsprout's pretty cool about it. When with Buzzsprout is you kind of pick what you want to choose, and then it automatically just says put your information in, what you want to say, and it makes the page for you. So Apple, Spotify, it already did it all for me. It already made it.
Oh, okay, bet. Dude.
Yeah, so
that is awesome.
Yeah, so we're touching another base now. I think we could definitely hit up. And yeah, I think we're in the right direction. I think the last couple episodes, and again, this was me being a perfectionist. I kind of wrote it on. If you go on Twitter at the right podcast, you'll definitely see me at night, like at 3 a.m. Tweeting these like emotional, like concerning tweets. Like I'm sitting there, like, oh, I don't know if if my episode was good enough, because I listen to all these other podcasts, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I'm a perfectionist, and I want to be just as good. Like when I did gaming. I bought all the right stuff to game, and when you looked at my stream, it was really good. Like I had all the right stuff, like I had the right mics, the headset, the right parts, and I was building it, and it sounded so good. And then when I come to do the podcast, I can't afford a $300 mic. I can't afford a $200 soundbar system and a setup system for us to run it on. Eventually, we can get that big, but listening to our episodes, I'm like, I don't know if I want to post it because I feel so, there's us, and then like here's Slip the Jab per se. They're so far in between. But then Lino, he messaged me on Twitter, and he was telling me, no, you're not to worry. Don't downplay yourself because there's people listening. Obviously, there's people listening.
Yeah, there's definitely people out there.
Immediately when I post something on Buzzsprout, we already have one download already. Immediately, as soon as it's posted, so someone out there downloaded and followed us on everything and pushed our notifications, and then as soon as I pushed to publish the episode, someone's already listened to it. So
yeah. I think what our main goal basically right now is just reach as many people as possible.
Yeah, branch out,
and then start to bring it all in and make sense out of everything, and then upgrade and do this. It's upgrade, branch out, basically. Like
just keep building.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, and see, my plan was to eventually like build and then have our own separate like entities of podcasts. That way, like, and I was telling you, I said if this goes big and we blow up, we're moving and we're getting a house and we're gonna build a podcast studio, and that way we're all living in the same roof. You have your section time when you go into your room and you can go do your podcast. You go in the studio and you do the podcast, and we'll help you out. You build it, and you create it, and you branch out to your audience. I branch out to mine. You branch out to yours, and then we can still continue with the right podcast, doing our normal basis 3-person, studio time. And I think that eventually we can get to that era. We just gotta keep building, and it's funny because all these like streamers, when I was streaming and I was doing video games, they were all saying consistency is key.
Yeah, definitely.
We just gotta keep.
Yeah, you just gotta keep knocking these ones out,
Yeah.
I've always said that I've wanted to do a sports-related podcast because, since I could talk, I've lived and breathed sports.
Yeah.
I love football and basketball.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't watch football and basketball, I honestly don't know what my life would be like.
Right.
Because I'm just so invested into it.
Right.
So, like, to do a sports podcast and it be an actual thing that people would gravitate to and watch, it'd be an awesome thing to do.
Right.
So, down the line, obviously, that'd be great. That's why you guys hear my voice so much when we talk about sports on here.
Hey, there you go. But, it's something you are passionate about, and I think it's a very healthy thing to do,
Yeah.
And I think just, honestly, like, this has helped me in a way, like, build my voice of language, and then I talk to, like, owners that I work for, and I talk to a lot of people, and they were always saying, like, the number one key to do is, like, communication globally, worldwide. Always talk to people because it builds your language and it builds your options. Like, you always have an option. If you don't talk to anyone, you stay inside 24/7, you don't give yourself options. So, like, if you're stuck in a pickle or in a hole and you can't get yourself out of it because you have no options because you don't talk to people. When you go out there, you want to speak to everyone. You want to talk to everyone. You want to make sure you shake everyone's hand because some way down the line when you're stuck, there's always that one person that you even just said hi to that will come over and help you.
Yeah.
So leave an impression on people, and communication is key.
Right.
That sense of community, because humans are social beings, so it's like it's only natural for us to be like in like sort of helping, sharing kind of thing going on.
Right. And with that being said, let's hop into the nerd shit news with your boy Tyler.
Yo, so I've been hyped about this. I didn't talk about this on the podcast, but I've been following it, and D&D, Dungeons and Dragons. Ever since I went to college, it's been a lot of fun. I have a group with.
Can you explain it, like what it is actually?
To explain it to the audience, what it is, it's a tabletop RPG. Like if you think of Skyrim.
Okay.
If you played that, fantasy, high fantasy, magic, swords, dragons, whatnot, and you have a group of people, and you just kind of role play your characters using character sheets, rolling dice. That's the game, like, mechanical aspect of it that I enjoy, but I also enjoy building characters and making stories.
Right.
Right? And that's the job of the Dungeon Master or DM.
Right.
So, with that, it's a new book that's coming out by them, Guide to Wildmount, and they have new races, new sub-races, if anything. So it'd be like elves, orcs, druids, whatnot, humans, human variants, half-orcs, it's like...
Right.
It's very exciting for me, and I've been just reading into that, and I think it might be a lot of fun, maybe even use some of their elements into our campaign that we're running right now.
Right.
Because since our campaign is so new, between like us and a couple other family members that we have, they have like brand new things, new spells, new type of magic on top of that. And I'm really excited for this.
And I was debating because I knew you eventually this would come up, and I don't want to bring our stories into.
I mean, you don't have to bring our stories into it, but like you guys done like some stupid shit.
Those stay in the D&D sessions.
Yeah, those are classified. Okay,
yeah, I'll tell one story. It's nothing too crazy, but like how like Matthew just pinned a goblin to the wall with his bow and arrow. That was funny as hell.
So in layman terms, folks, this is basically like a role playing, not LARPing. Okay.
Definitely not LARPing. No, it's around the table, like just a bunch of people just sit at the table and just role play their characters.
And you go on a quest. Basically, you find your quest and you have to defeat a couple bosses, and you get massive amounts of treasure. And then you finish the game, and you can either end it there or you can continue. You can make as many as you want, and it's kind of like free range, right?
It's mostly free range. Like there are some rules, like there's certain especially in combat. I think that's like what the most rule heavy is. Mm-hmm. Like you can't just like skip someone's turn and try to kill 3 people with like one action,
right?
Because in combat, so to speak, each round of combat is about like 6 seconds in real time.
Right, and I can definitely give you a quick one, because this one's fun. My character took a shit in his own hand and he threw it at the wall. I was supposed to hit a goblin. I completely missed, hit the wall, and I made everyone throw up in the room. So, if you don't think that's weird, then something's wrong with you. But yeah, it gets way more gruesome and way more
it's as gruesome as like the DM allows it, to be quite honest. And pretty much me as a DM, it is. I just let you guys have fun. Like that's all I ask. Like obviously I'm gonna limit you guys on what you can do, because like I have to push on a story,
right,
and make it consistent and like keep it going. But at the same time, I'll let you guys have your fun. Like you guys want to do stupid shit, like just shove a gun down like some goblin's trying to pull the trigger or some shit.
I mean, I think I've already done that.
Yeah, you've already done that. You succeeded at that too.
It's definitely a game that if you're into being creative and touching into just a weird, weirder, but like it's not even like it's weird. Like I never played like Pokemon or games like that. But this game is just fun because you're just with your friends being creative and just thinking of the most crazy things you can think of.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like living in a different reality kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like that's the whole point.
It's just trying to make fun out of literally just there's nothing on the table. It's just papers and
pencils and your imagination.
Yeah, and dice.
And dice. Well, you gotta make sure you gotta add some level of like challenge to it.
The entire thing is just based off of what you can create in your head.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And also for those who are stuck at home not knowing what the hell to do with
quarantine and chill,
roll up some dice, pen out some papers, play some D&D, bro.
I'm gonna have Tyler give me a link to a D&D website, and that way I'll post it on there.
Let me D&D Beyond. Put that in Google. You know exactly what it is. It's funny because my girlfriend mother is plugs that as a joke to me, because sometimes I refuse to use it because I'm not familiar with the UI as much. But if you want to get some online games going with like random people or even friends over like Discord or like Skype or whatever.
So what was it? D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond. Just put that into Google. It's right there. The new book, Guide to Wild now.
There you go. You can quarantine and chill with your friends.
Quarantine, D&D and chill, bro.
D&D and chill. I mean, yeah. So going back, let's get back to the social media part. Yeah, and I also want to be more involved in TikTok.
TikTok,
Yeah.
And I think if we can make some funny ass videos, I think we can get some brand deals because I had some great ideas to throw in, especially for you in your manscape of a fucking idea. I have some great ones that we could literally touch upon, and hopefully we could land a sponsor. I mean, that'd be great.
We definitely have to do a non-stop TikTok. Those TikToks are hilarious.
The
Drake one?
The switch? Oh,
so funny.
I think we can definitely do it. I think we just need to we need to get a day where we just do nothing but TikToks. And I'm hoping with the quarantine shutdown, when it's actually like set in place and it's there physically.
Honestly, I think it might be your best time to do a TikTok thing because nobody's doing anything.
I mean, look at these NBA players. There's TikToks left and right from these guys who would never make them.
It's funny as fuck because
hilarious,
remember last year when people were giving what's that kid's name that got traded to the Pelicans? Josh Hart.
Yeah.
They were giving him shit about him streaming.
Yeah. And now everyone's streaming.
There's
nothing else to do.
And he made a post yesterday. It was like, all y'all people were making fun of me, or saying I wasn't part of the team last year because I was too busy streaming. And look, everyone's streaming now. Fuck y'all. That's what
Taco Fall making TikToks.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. A 7'4" giant.
7'6".
Oh, well, bigger, I guess.
He is everything of 7'6".
Yeah.
I wonder what it'd be like to see him in person. Like, shake his hand and be like...
You're probably up to his hip. No lie. No exaggeration.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, he's a whole 1.5 feet taller than me, so...
Right. Oh, and I also wanted to clarify from last episode, there was no way I was disrespecting anyone in my work area. I was just frustrated on the fact... that we're working while this pandemic happens. Because, again... To clarify, I have a weak immune system, and I get sick very easily, and the last thing I need is to catch the coronavirus, so that's why I was frustrated. There was no disrespect towards anyone else, so if if my boss, if you're listening, I love you, and I love the detail shop, and I love working there, so as much as I barely work, but I just want to keep it at that, and I want to clarify that. That way, if anything comes up at work, I don't want to be fired. No, but yeah.
You have to listen to like 2 episodes to get that out.
No, I think it was last episode we talked about because I was like really going on about it. I was ranting.
You talked about the sign that he posted.
Yeah. So they posted.
Oh yeah, that sign. That sign was hilarious.
Well, they posted a sign at work and it was like, if you want us, we had this special product that kills like bacteria and it can kill the coronavirus. And I was like, but why are we going to stay open? Because what if that person doesn't know they have the coronavirus? They go in and they got their car washed and they're sitting and they shake our hand, they touch our walls, touch our doorknobs, they touch the receipt as we're walking them out. We shake their hand, we close the door for them. We're going to catch it and we're going to get infected with it. Why don't we just... that's why I'm so for the quarantine shutdown and I'm so for the bill being passed of getting money because people with immune system issues and people who are old... It's very fatal, and you can die. It's a serious matter. Now, I know that people are, over dramatizing. What would you say? Over exaggerating the issue.
Yeah.
I get that, and I completely agree. But at the same time, we have to be, a little bit
there's
smarter.
still people dying out there. We're not going to downplay the deaths that actually did.
We need to be
happen.
smarter. We need to wash our hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Cover our cough. Wear gloves. Wear a mask. We should all be wearing masks and gloves outside. We saw them today as we were walking.
Oh yeah, all over the place. Yeah.
I wasn't, but. we
need to get those high-end masks because those paper masks ain't gonna do shit.
No, they don't.
They're impossible to breathe into. Just want to point
that
out.
the air. I hate when I have to wear them, right? And then I'm wearing my glasses, and all I see is nothing but
and you're fogging up in your glasses, right? And
so annoying.
And Trump's team actually came out and said that those masks don't mean shit. They don't protect against
they don't
coronavirus.
protect things coming in.
It helps to not put it out. But if you don't have it and you're wearing it, it's doing nothing for you.
Right. Yeah. So let's move into the sports section. I know this is Jacob's favorite topic.
I want to yell right now.
Just scream at the top of your lungs. Please don't do that. There we go. There we go. Very light.
So let's not go into the Tom Brady section yet. Let's go into what
The suspense is killing me.
I'll be talking about that for a while. So.
let's get into the free agents because again, I'm aware of some things that are happening, and then I'm aware of some things that haven't happened yet, and
someone give me their phone because I can look up a page that posts all of them. Because my phone's on the Instagram Live.
Yeah, you can have.
Well, things I can think off the top of my head. Go to Instagram. Teddy Bridgewater's to Panthers.
Right.
Did
he sign already?
Well, technically nobody's signed yet because you can't sign until.
But they came out and said that. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, I think they agreed on 3 years, $60 million, so it's $20 a year.
Okay.
Let's just go through this here. Look for the big people.
Well, let's stop there real quick because I did see that the Carolina Panthers on their Instagram page said thank you, Cam Newton, this and that, and then I saw that Cam Newton replied and said, thank you for I love Carolina, I love the Panthers, but you guys are forcing me out, and it's messed up and this and that. So we feel bad for you, Cam. We hope that you get into a better spot, and I hope that you succeed in whatever team you go to next. But let's continue. Go ahead. So Teddy Bridgewater, 3-year deal.
With the signing of Tom Brady, that means James Winston's out of a job right now. And according to this, the expectation is that he's not going to find a starting job. He's going to have to take a backup job somewhere.
Do you see? But wait, hold on. We have New England, and you have the Chargers.
I think that there's options out there for those teams too. I mean, I don't think Andy Dalton's going to be the quarterback of the Bengals. The Jaguars have Nick Foles they want to trade. I think the Chargers said that if it came to it, they were sold on playing Tyrod Taylor as their quarterback because he's on their roster right now.
And what, just biting their tongue for next year's draft?
Then maybe they wait for Trevor Lawrence or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, there's some good quarterbacks in this draft class, so that's another thing because like the Dolphins are going to draft Tua, the Bengals are going to draft Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Well, this is most likely.
Right.
I think the Bengals is almost a done deal for them to draft Burrow at this point.
Yeah. What about Tua? He's hurt. He's obviously hurt really bad.
I think the Dolphins' plan is draft Tua, have him sit out a year, and let Fitzpatrick finish this season off. Because if you've been paying attention, Dolphins have made a lot of moves.
They did. They made a lot of moves. Yeah.
Even after what we talked about last night, they made even more.
Yeah, then they signed someone.
They signed because we talked about Byron Jones and someone else, but they signed Kyle Van Noy, who was amazing for the Patriots last year.
Yep.
They signed Jordan Howard. He's a running back. He's played for the Eagles.
Yep.
And I want to say there was one more, but I don't remember who it was.
So the Dolphins officially won't probably suck next year.
No, they'll be a better overall football team for sure.
Hopefully the Jets fucking pick up their shit together because I need.
The Jets did something, but I don't think it was anything like drastic.
I don't think anything crazy. Yeah, I would have saw it. I don't think it was anything crazy.
Dolphins. All the Dolphins was they signed Emmanuel Ogbah.
Okay.
It's rumored that Cam might go to the Chargers since they're out on the Tom Brady now.
Right.
Let's see. Unfortunate for Ryan Shazier, the Steelers have put him on the retired reserve list.
Ouch. Is that the guy that was paralyzed?
He had that hit, paralyzed from I think the waist down, shoulders down.
Does he want to play again?
He can walk now again though, but I don't think he's anywhere near playing form.
Do you think they'll even let him play after that?
I wouldn't.
He might be blacklisted.
If he came, I think if he really proved that he was
100%
healthy, I don't think he'll ever be because he was really good.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever be as good as he was, but I mean,
was he a linebacker?
Honestly, if I'm Ryan Shazier, I don't want to play. If I could get the Steelers or any other NFL spot to give him a job of coaching or scouting something to stay around football, but I don't think he should ever
give him a job as an analyst.
Because when you have a moment like that, it's scary, and to try and step back on the field, your mindset and your confidence is going to be gone.
And it's a high likelihood that you get re-injured again.
Yeah,
you know.
Especially an injury like that.
It would
shoulders down. You're kidding me.
It would just be traumatizing.
He's a linebacker, right?
He's a middle linebacker. He was.
What happened? Was he
I think he was coming across the middle and like he just the way like he hit someone like and it was like a helmet hit and just like the way it happened like it just shut his body down.
Shit.
It's crazy.
Shit.
The Titans signed Vic Beasley. The Colts signed Phillip Rivers. He got a bag. 1 year, $25 million.
Oh my god.
The Raiders signed Jason Witten.
Okay.
The Chargers signed Brian Bulaga, offensive tackle that played for the Packers. He's actually pretty good, but he is old.
Right.
Let's see, another big name. The Jets move is they signed a guard, Alex Lewis.
That's good because we need offensive linemen. I think for sure. We need wide receiver and offensive line.
I feel like we always have like a decent defense, but never a good offense.
Yeah, that's been the storyline since like Mark Sanchez was your quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that was when he took us to the AFC title.
Your defense took you there. I mean, it was with Darrell Revis and guys there.
Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah, you guys' defense.
We had who was that? What was that dude? Barron? He was a middle linebacker. Who was it? I can't think of his name.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That was the Buff Fumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas Davis went to the Redskins to play with Ron Rivera again.
Okay. Any coaches move?
Not since like whatever happened like way back when the season had ended. Mm-hmm. Like I know like the Cowboys got Mike McCarthy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A former Buck, Carl Nassib, went to the Raiders. Carl Nassib was a D-end. He was actually playing pretty well too. He's just a tough guy, physical.
Right.
Sean Lee's back with the Cowboys on a 1-year deal.
He'll retire as a Cowboy for sure.
I think he should.
Yeah. He's been there for a long time.
The Bears cut Leonard Floyd, who's like a decent outside linebacker, and I think the Giants are probably going to get him.
The Giants are making moves
too, Giants
though.
have definitely made a lot of moves, yeah. Wide receivers for... Okay, no, that's nothing. So, yeah, nothing crazy today other than the Tom Brady nuke.
Right.
Which put a smile on my face.
Well, now we can kind of like roll into that because I was listening to Colin. What's his name? Colin
Cowherd.
Yeah, and he was saying, you know, as much as he doesn't mind Brady going to the Bucs, as we know. Okay, so we'll just burst it out the bag. The Chargers were out of the race. They posted this morning that they didn't find a solution to getting Brady. So the obvious pick was, and it has been all day, has been the Bucs. So media has been crazy, Twitter has been nuts, and they've been saying, you know, Brady's going to the Bucs, and it's already kind of confirmed a little bit. He did come out and fully say he was going to the Bucs, but I was listening to Colin again. He said he had a source from not anyone related in sports, but a celebrity, and he said his pick would have been for him to go to the Cowboys because of the best solution, best fitting thing. But again, I've been saying it was either going to be the Bucs or it was going to be the Cowboys, and I called it, and he called it right this morning, right when I listened to him, right when he said it. I knew automatically I was on the button. He was going to the Bucs for sure.
Yeah, when Tom Brady, because like I said it last podcast, everything that's been happening recently seems to line up to him actually going to the Bucs, and then today that trend continued with first off, he posted on his Instagram that he was leaving. He said his goodbyes. Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick said their goodbyes to him. So that was the first pinball to like, this is getting really serious now.
Yeah, the ball's moving, yep.
Yeah. And then every time I looked on Instagram, it just kept saying, you know, Bucs Chargers. But I saw a lot more Bucs than anything. I mean, and then Colin Cowherd with the video saying he's going to the Bucs, and I was like, he's been wrong in the past about some big things. So I was like, do you trust it? Do you take it with a grain of salt? Just like, you know what, whatever.
Right.
Because typically, for the NFL, there's one guy that he only tweets it if it's 100%, and that's Adam Schefter.
Yeah.
He's the guy. If he tweets it's legit. Mm-hmm. Like it's going down.
Yep.
But it was so hard not to get excited all day because you just see it over and over. All was this Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that.
Okay, so like when it does come down to it, how disappointed will you be if he actually doesn't go to the Bucs?
If something did happen and he signed with the Chargers or some other random team.
Like just randomly.
Just randomly comes out and it's like, oh yeah, I'm good at the Jets now.
I'd be in shambles for sure, but I think then we'd probably just fall back on Jameis.
But now that this whole hysteria's happened, now they said Jameis is, kind of like, see ya, like we got Brady. And then let's just say, for instance, Brady comes out and says, I was never going to the Bucs, I'm going to the Giants. Let's just say that. Now you ruin that relationship with Jameis. Do you think do you lose Jameis?
I think Jameis understands the situation because he knows what he did and what he didn't do.
Yep.
And I think, especially with the report coming out that there's not a team interested in a starting job for him right now, I think it would, if Tom Brady doesn't come, it'd be the best case scenario for us to just come back together and play out the season.
And see, the thing is, I think a lot of people downplay Jameis's the way he plays, and I was for him moving because I think his time as a Buck is up.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of good things that he's done. He's a really good quarterback. Like I would say, a top 10 right now in the league. Where you rank him, I don't know, but I think he's in the top 10 for sure. But the interceptions have killed him. So hopefully with the new eye surgery and everything that's going on, the injuries, and I hope he lands in a new spot, and I hope he does some really good things wherever he decides to go.
I would put him more like 15 to 20. Like he has all the arm talent in the world, and some of the throws he makes are like, wow, that was amazing.
Yeah.
But there's too much inconsistency, and you can't throw 30 picks in the NFL.
No, you can't.
Especially not today. I mean, with how much teams score and how good at teams have become at capitalizing off of turnovers, you just can't do it.
Well, let's just hope that it was the eyes. Let's just hope it was the injuries that kept him.
I do want him to be good. Because I always liked Winston. I was always rooting for him to be good.
I hated him at first. I hated him.
Florida State, I hated him because being a Gators fan, you're just trained to hate Florida State.
Yeah.
But when we drafted him, I was like, you know what? He could turn this franchise around. And to be fair, he kind of did.
He put you guys in the right direction for sure.
I think part of it's also been, GMs making. See, I have love and hate our GM. There's some moves. No, it's Jason Light.
Okay.
Some moves he makes, I'm like, okay, that's not bad. Like he signed Shaq Barrett. At the time, it was like whatever, but now it turned out to be it's an amazing move.
Yeah.
We drafted Mike Evans, we drafted Chris Godwin. Like these guys have been really good, but we've also drafted like 15 corners in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And we have 3 solid ones now, but we have had a bad secondary since Ronnie Barber left, and we haven't done anything to fix it.
And now in this draft, is there any good corners in this?
There is, but we don't have a pick to get one. Like I'd want the kid from LSU.
Oh, the one that had that.
Or Ohio State.
Yeah, didn't he have 3 picks in the championship game? That one kid.
I don't remember. But I remember those two. The kid from LSU. I can't think of their name right now. I don't know why. I think Grant Delpit is the one from LSU. But like the kid from LSU and the kid from Ohio State are phenomenal for how young they are right now. But they're going to be top 10 picks.
Are they entering the draft now? Or are they staying?
I think what we're going to end up doing, though, is picking an offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. I want the kid from Iowa, Tristan Wirfs. I don't think we'll get him. I think he'll go before us. But if we could get him, play him at left tackle, move Donovan Smith to right tackle, and say see it to DeMar Dotson, I think that's our best bet. And then I'm hoping for some kind of secondary move because our secondary is still a little suspect.
It's pretty cool now, and I'm hearing you talk about this, and maybe we add a segment called the Buck Talk, and we just could let you ran on for,
I watch every Bucks game. I try to watch every snap of every game.
And I can attest to that because I know you do because I see it all the time.
I could tell you at least 40 of the 50 people on our roster.
And you kind of give good insight, like as a not like you listen to those radio shows like it's a dumb move, but like you give it like in a way that
I try to back it up for sure.
Yeah,
like I can tell you why our secondary sucks if you really want me to. Right. But that would take me a while because we suck bad, but. Yeah. Actually, to be fair, they put out stats because now that we've never had this much media attention. The Bucks have been an under the radar team since 2002. We won the Super Bowl. Now we signed Tom Brady, and all of a sudden, the past 3 or 4 hours, it's been Bucks.
Yeah, you guys have been blowing up.
So they're putting out these stats now that you don't really ever hear. We had the best defensive efficiency in the last 6 games of the season.
Yeah. And you want to know what's weird? Is that you guys are getting New Jerseys the same year you guys won the Super Bowl, and you're getting Tom Brady. It's like just a reoccurring.
And the Super Bowl's in Tampa Bay this year.
It's like a reoccurring thing. It's
I'm very tempted to buy Super Bowl tickets.
Well, oh yeah. What were you saying earlier about the line for Ticketmaster?
Oh yeah. So from the point of the announcement, people have been trying to go buy tickets on Ticketmaster. The line right now exceeds 2,900 people in line to buy tickets to Bucs games.
Oh my god.
That is unheard of in the Bucs.
Yeah, because...
Absolutely.
So you're thinking this year all the home games will be sold out?
Probably. I want to buy season tickets. But
So-
I have to jump on that now.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is and if you guys win games, you guys are going to be really
It's going to
good.
be amazing. My Bucs experience, I've never experienced a good Bucs team.
Right.
2008 was the best year I've watched, and we lost in the first round of the wild card to the Giants, who went on to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
That was the only year we made a playoff since I was a fan, and I don't even think we were really that good. We just got hot at the end of the season and made it at 9-7.
Right. And see, the thing is, I'm a Jets fan, so and we've sucked for a long time, and we don't live in New York, so it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
And I kind of didn't really watch I didn't watch NFL due to the politics that were in it, but now I've been slowly coming back towards it and kind of putting my politics to the side. But again, we live in Florida. We're in the Tampa Bay area. I think I might go to Bucs game. I might actually watch the Bucs. I might root for the Bucs, and I might just
something that could be interesting. Granted, this would be way in the future because the season doesn't start till September, October, that time. We could maybe go in and do a red zone pass thing, and we could watch as many games as possible and have segments where we just talk about the games on Sundays.
That's why I like the podcast, because there's so many things you could do. It's not like you're tied into video games. You have to play Fortnite to be successful. You have to play Call of Duty to be successful. You have to do all these things, and you're stuck in a box. With podcasting, we do. We're kind of we're so branched out and broad. We can do politics, news, and sports, and we can do 15 minutes of politics and an hour of sports, or we could do an hour of politics and 15 minutes of sports. It's awesome.
The best part about it is, you can talk about whatever you have knowledge in, and people will watch it just because they might lack that knowledge, or they want to compare their thinking to what you're thinking, and it's just an interesting thing for people to watch or listen to.
And 50 said, love me or hate me, I'm still going to be on top.
Yeah.
Quote of the day?
Honestly, with YouTube's algorithms, you could be the most hated person on YouTube, but if you're getting views, you're getting paid.
Well, example, Jake Paul.
James Charles was making 6 figures when he had that scandal off almost every video.
Yeah. Well, now he's riding off the back of Tfue. on a
I've never actually watched one of his videos, but I've seen it be talked about, and when he was being hated, his followers were in the red, but his views were in the green. Which means your money's in the green.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's recap. We did last episode. We did our clown awards. And then we did our gold medal awards. Anyone have anyone new for a clown? I don't really see anything going on.
Again, it's been quiet. Again, it's only been it's been only a day.
I can give one, and I can give it to the UFC. I can give it to the UFC because they kind of backed out of this weekend's main event. Tyron Woodley didn't find a dancing partner. Kobe offered to fight. That Burns kid offered to fight. What is this? Oh my god, what's his name?
Honestly, I'm not surprised they're not looking to fight just to fight somebody. It doesn't even matter.
See, the thing is, there's people who are free agents in the UFC that want to fight on these cards to take notice because, again, there's no crowds in an arena. It's just you and the other person, and if you beat the shit out of the other person, you're going to be noticed because there's millions of people watching you because that's the only sport going on right now. So, these people are begging the UFC, please, Joe Giannetti, again, we can talk about this later, but Joe's been begging the UFC to let him fight. They just canceled the main card. Now Tyron doesn't have a dance partner. Now will we see him in another card? What they might do is they might end up stacking the card. They might make Tyron fight Colby Covington with Khabib and Tony Ferguson and wipe all the prelims off.
Hope that doesn't get canceled.
It can't. We can't afford. I will cry. I will sit in my room and I'll cry for days on end.
I just imagine like walking past your room and all I hear is sort of weeping.
But see, the thing is though, this fight has been made 5 times and it's been canceled 5 times.
Yeah.
2 because of Khabib's weight, because his weight cut was horrible, almost killed him. And then Tony got hurt, and then Tony tripped over the fucking cord at a press conference and tore his ACL. What a coincidental of that is, I don't know. But like, it's just
like something that even happened.
I don't know, man.
I clown award. I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quiet. It's only been a day between like these last 2 episodes, so it's like there's nothing really going on. Like, I could probably give my gold medal award to like Wizards of the Coast for.
I want to give mine to Bruce Arians.
Oh well,
he was the main. Well, there was a 4-point checklist basically that we got for Tom Brady.
So you're giving the award to the Bucks.
Bucks, Bruce Arians,
okay.
Our organization basically. The checklist was basically he wanted to play in warm weather. He was tired of the snow.
I would imagine.
Tampa's pretty freaking hot.
Yeah.
all year long. He wanted to stay somewhere relatively close to Boston because of time zones and stuff with his family.
Yep.
Or just a trip down the coast.
Yep.
That's not bad.
A 2-hour flight.
But aside from that stuff, he wanted a roster that, with him added, became not like overly powered, but a very good roster. And I think we had set up for that.
You had him definitely set up.
We have so many weapons and a defense that just kept getting better week by week.
Yeah.
And then what was the 4th one? Oh, money. $30 million a year. I think that's plenty of money. I mean,
and hopefully you can win 3 championships. You have 3 years to do it. And then if you suck after, I mean, you accomplish a lot.
I've said it like 5 times today. I would take 3 shots at the Super Bowl, and if we win 1 or 2, and then suck for the next 15 years, whatever. Darn. I just want to witness a good football team. Like, I've watched the Celtics. I've been watching the Celtics for a while.
Yep.
So I've seen some good basketball from them, but it's been a very long time since it's been like NBA Finals worthy.
Right.
So like, I don't watch baseball. I don't watch any other sports. I've been watching boxing, UFC, but that's not like a team sport you're following.
Right.
I've been a Bucks fan. I was born in June. By the time the season came around, I was in my mom and dad's arms watching Bucks games on the couch.
Right.
Because my dad's been a diehard. You know, when my sister was born, he's in the hospital watching the Bucks game.
Right.
It's just it's the way I've been raised, and I'm never gonna change. I'm always gonna be a Bucks fan. I don't unless something like drastic happened where like we had some kind of like racist owner or something. I don't know.
Right.
But barring anything crazy, I'll always be a Bucks fan. So just to see some good football out of them would be. It still doesn't even seem believable.
Yeah.
Like, when you say Tom Brady is the Bucks quarterback, it doesn't sound right.
And it was so funny because we were in the Walmart and this guy was running through the Walmart and he was yelling. Yeah. And he was saying, Tom Brady to the Bucks. If you don't know, now you know. But that's what he said.
What?
Yeah.
That's wild. What the hell?
But, I mean, even like Adam Schefter was saying, like, the Bucks are going to win more games than the Patriots next year. Like that hasn't ever been a thing.
And it's like you guys could be like a major superpower, like.
And like the thing is, if we play this right and use Tom Brady not only as a guy to push us to the Super Bowl, we can put him in a mentorship role at the same time and take a young kid who might not have all the stuff mentally and have some physical talents of a good quarterback.
Well, would it be like Herbert?
Anyone, any one of these kids you find in the draft who might slip under the radar, because like Herbert's on the radar, he's projected to go high in the draft. If we go 5th, 6th round and there's a quarterback with a strong arm, or he showed some good signs of accuracy, or maybe he played at a small college and didn't get as much notoriety from whatever tapes he has. If the Bucks see someone and they're like, you know what, he has enough arm talent to be good in a couple of years with the mental side of the game being added.
Right.
Because you draft a guy like Justin Herbert or, not that we get Tua or Burrow, they expect to play.
Right.
And if you use a pick that high, you want them to play. if you pick a guy 5th, 6th round, he doesn't necessarily have to play. He could sit there behind Tom Brady, watch, because you see, if you look today, everyone who's posted about Tom Brady, teammate-wise, coach-wise,
that was weird.
They all say his work ethic is otherworldly.
Right.
That's what makes Tom Brady Tom Brady.
Right.
It's not like whatever cheating stuff they want to claim. It's his work ethic.
Right.
Makes him.
Right.
So for young quarterbacks to see his work ethic and maybe pick up on it and become that, that's what the Bucs need to strive for right now.
Right. And I think we can cut it here. I mean, because we have a lot of we touched on a lot of topics. We're already hit the hour mark, and I think our dog is giving us the
time to
signal.
say, yeah, shut the fuck up, guys.
I'm trying to wrap this motherfucker up because I gotta go to the bathroom.
I do too. Actually.
And so basically,
I drink too much water.
Yeah. All right. So basically, here, hold on. Let me.
What's the matter, Chloe?
Yeah. So here, I'll hold her real quick, and we can just keep her quiet for a second. Yeah. So I just want to go over the quick promotions. We had an interview with Joe Giannetti. Obviously, it got pushed back or it's canceled as of right now. He's looking to fight for the UFC. He's trying to get signed. Just signed the contract. So if we don't have that, if we don't have it lined up, I mean, it is what it is. We'll eventually get another one. And again, we just want to thank our viewers. Again, there's a $5 raffle. If you want to enter, all you have to do is enter put a $5 donation in. You just put your name, comment below, anything that you're, and if you just want to donate just to donate, we're cool with that too. But if you want to enter the $5 raffle, you can win, a merch deal. You can win a gift card. And again, we just want to say thank you to the fans. We appreciate everyone. We're moving right. Oh, I know you're yawning. Yes, we're moving right into the right direction. We just want to thank you. Here is the slow music coming in. It's creeping in right now. It's just coming quickly right into it, and we're hitting that mark. And anything you want to say?
Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, and follow us on social medias.
Yep, At The Right Podcast.
At The Right Podcast, same shit, different day,
Follow the Instagram. I'm gonna start posting anything I see on there. Just make it more, instead of making it, just about the podcast and, what we're doing and like clips of us, I want to make it, just whatever we see. We could post about, future topics, because I'm seeing things all day along my Instagram. But I think it's interesting enough and I can make a conversation out of it with people on the page. I'll post it. I want to hear you guys' feedback, comment on it, like it, leave a follow on there, and, try and make it a community on that page, not just, that page you scroll past.
Right. And again, so just want to reiterate what he just said. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. It's At The Right Podcast. Twitter, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Apple, the TuneIn app. If you're an older person who like to listen to radio, go on the TuneIn app, or even tell Alexa, hey Alexa, play At The Right Podcast. Our episodes will pop up and we'll get playing. So again, from me and Chloe, my little chihuahua, it's barking, she's from the bathroom. We just want to say thank you, Tyler.
Have a good one. You guys have a good night.
Yep. Episode 6. Later.